The Institute of Chemistry actually is implementing it already. Now the lecture classes are about 100. Some experimental classes were done in the PI 100 in English 10, and they feel that it's not for them. In other words, they feel that it's discipline dependent. But I strongly argue that everything can be learned. It's not something that we can take on overnight. So we are providing workshops and training for faculties who would like to take on the challenge. So if we free up the bottleneck courses, then we can absorb more students. That's the idea.
Sir, how do you address questions like, paano yung mga N2, paano yung mga speech pump classes? They are RGEP courses. But, some professors think that it would not be effective to impose it on a large class.
That's a good point. I do not know if you are aware that the large class has a break up small class format, dissertation and discussion. In fact, I find the recitation quite a challenge. You know, the spirit of the RGEP is that you want to develop a very important facility of the mind, and that is critical. And the way to handle the recitation class really is not to answer questions, but to facilitate the discovery or the realization by the students of certain things about the subject matter. I would imagine in a purely lecture time, there is little time for discussion, as you experience already. If ever there will be a time for question and answers, normally the questions are in the nature of clarifying the lecture, rather than the implications, importance, consequences, meaning, a deeper meaning, and contextualizing the importance of such topics. Because you don't have time, the students may not have time to fully understand the concepts, and it will take some time. So the question and answer is not very penetrating, so to speak, and may not really develop the critical thinking required in RGEP. It is during the discussion period, when the facilitation is done well and properly, the critical thinking through the guidance and facilitation of the professor, that the student's critical thinking is developed.
So you think, sir, that their question about the quality of education being overlooked would not really matter, so still be a recitation class?
No, I don't think so. Besides, this is an old model that we use. We went through this large class mode during our undergraduate years. Economics is being offered in that way. It is a social science course. It is an integrative course. Now, some of the emotional concerns were that some faculty members will not be removed because of this. Those faculty members who are not inclined to find the large class project in their teaching will not be renewed. So there was a sort of chismis that circulated the campus. That is not true. In fact, I've written here the president of our university, explaining to the president the whole program. And I informed her that for the implementation of this program, there will be no retrenchment of faculty due to full-scale implementation of a large class size project. Only faculty who are reading shall teach the courses to be offered in large size project. Those who are not reading may teach small class size courses.
Let me just clarify, because sabi niyo po kanina, it's not your decision alone, but rather it's the executive committee. It's because of the series of faculty meetings, because some people say it's lack of consultation. So you think that it's not really lack of consultation? Because
Then, consultation. Consultation is consultation. Consult them. Hear them out. Like what we're doing now, we're hearing them out. How many faculty members do we have? We have about 800. How many students do we have now? 10,000. What is the faculty student ratio? 1:12. Those are statistics that will speak for itself.
have you heard that the students are like having a manifesto?
Yes, I've heard about that.
What if they were able to pass it? Would you be willing to retract the decision of imposing this large class?
Who can argue against increasing the intake of the university? Do you want this another 500 student parents rallying, clamoring for you to accept the students? Have you seen the number of parents crying every June? The objectives of noble. I don't understand why the students have to work against it. I don't know if they have experienced large class. But those who experience large class taking up mathematics and physics, and they say they like it. Well, you know, if you ask me, I want this covered in the national media. I want a congressional hearing. I want a Senate hearing. Because I am confident nobody will go against increasing the intake of